I recently started watching Invincible 48 hours ago, and now being in season 3, I could finally put some respect on these mods. We have the man himself, Mark Grayson, replacing Iron Fist with his iconic outfit. But that's not it. If you have his alternate outfit as well, you can be fitted up in his all new blue suit. This half Viltrumite is crack-a-lackin'. And while we're still on Invincible, we have Adam Eve replacing Invisible Woman. But if you thought that was it for the Invincible character cameos, well, you'd definitely be wrong. We now have Alan the Alien replacing the Thing. And honestly, this kind of fits too perfectly. This jacked and stacked Thing replacer just hits a little bit different, just like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. We also have the Battle Beast replacing Thor. And so far, I've only seen one scene of him where he's an absolute beast. So hopefully I can see a little bit more airtime to see what this man can actually do. Now we have an unlore friendly mod, and this one is called Clone Trooper over Black Widow. So if you have this mod installed, you need to make sure you miss your shots. We also have Stormtrooper Hawkeye. So again, if you're using this mod, you need to make sure you're missing your shots in order to be absolutely lore friendly. We have Buckaroni Pizza being replaced by Solid Snake, and this actually does look pretty sleek in game. Definitely cannot complain. We have the Black Panther Civil War costume, which they actually need to make this a skin in the game, because this is probably one of the best looking designs. I would definitely spend some units for this. We then have the Joker replacing Loki, and yo, why is this mod actually good? I'm actually really liking what I'm seeing. But you know what goes well with the Joker? If you guessed Harley Quinn, well, you're right. Harley Quinn now replaces the Mirai 2099 skin, so you'll get dual color ponytails, you'll get the Harley Quinn color scheme, and then even her tats to match. Hey yo. We then have the Starstruck Jeff retexture, which makes Jeff look like he's full of stars. He now has a whole bakery of galaxies on his skin, and I'd say this looks quite nice. And you know what else looks quite nice? It's the Skimpy Dagger Twilight Duo remesh, which all it really does is put her in a tank top, but I'd actually say that the tank top actually hits a little bit different. Definitely a mod I'll be keeping. We have Chuck the Angry Bird replacing Rocket Raccoon. What the hell are you looking at, dog? Which, if we're being honest, it actually looks really cool. They replaced his machine gun with an actual slingshot, and this has got to be the most powerful slingshot I've ever seen. This man is pumping out straight bullets. Now I know you remember the Spider-Man She-Venom mod, but this time we have the Spider-Man 2099 woman. And like I said last time, this is one mod you got to get. Hey yo. We then have an all new danger sound effect, so as your health gets lower, you'll hear an all new sound alert. If there was a way to make it a little bit louder, it would be perfect, as well as being able to combine it with Garden Warfare 2 sound effects. This would definitely be one of my staple mods. We then have Psylocke, which turns Psylocke into this character, which I'm a fan of the design. I can definitely dig it. And then we have Dragon Armor Trini replacing Peni Parker. So another Power Ranger joins in on the action. Definitely a pretty cool design. Reworking the actual mech, as well as changing Peni into the Yellow Ranger. Definitely can tell a lot of work went into this. We then have J. Jonah Jameson announcer voice replacing Galacta, and I'd say this is absolutely genius.
Thunderstrike! Couldn't stand the weather.
Double knockout! Now that's what I'm talking about! That's 3! What are you waiting for? Keep it going! We need a clean sweep! 5! What are you trying to prove? 6 in a row! That's front page material right there! Unbelievable! Someone get a picture of that!
Definitely an announcer voice you need to pick up. We even have the Red Sith Trooper over Moon Knight. And shoot, honestly, if we had a whole crew of Star Wars characters in game, shoot, that'd be deep as hell. We now have Spider Noir as well. And I know this is a lot of people's favorite Spider-Man costume of all time. So you can play as your absolute favorite spider detective. Maybe you're a Phase Bear kind of man though. If you are, well, you can play him as Jeff. Now this man is absolutely static, but he do be squirting that water. Loki has been replaced with the Batman Who Laughs, and I say this is actually pretty cool. We just need something for him to hold because it's kind of awkward without the staff. We even have the Mandalorian over the Winter Soldier. And I chose the caped version, which is a little bit awkward, but they have a capeless version as well. Either way, this design is pretty nice. Now, if you're looking for a change up for your Scarlet Witch, we have Agape the Dragon for all your needs. This transforms Scarlet Witch into an actual dragon. A dragon I would definitely take to Olive Garden. You have a new face design, a new outfit, and even dragon feet with a dragon tail. We have Brian Griffin replacing Rocket Raccoon. And previously before it was Stewie Griffin, but Brian instead actually looks pretty nice. We have a cool new version of Venom, and this one is called Shadow's Venom. He now has a darker appearance with some red tint. So you can see that the eyes have been modified to be red, and then even his symbol has a slight red to it as well. Definitely be loving this one. We then have Mirko over Iron Fist, and she's from My Hero Academia if I'm correct. So if you want another option for your Iron Fist playthrough, you can now play as this stacked and jacked chick. We then have a modification for Storm's newest skin, the Goddess of Thunder Storm, which basically gives her back her white iconic hair, although it may be a little bit hard to see since she has that electric glow going on anyway. We then have another Paladin's takeover, this time replacing Psylocke, so now you can play as Sky, which looks like she has the same color design anyway. This could be Psylocke's older or younger sister. Now we have Omni-Man replacing Iron Man, and honestly we probably could have had some different choices in heroes because I've never seen Omni-Man throw out a Kai Blast, but I definitely say this mod is pretty cool. All that we're missing now is the cape. There's an all new recolor for Star-Lord's Guardians of the Galaxy skin, which turns his standard blue and red outfit into black and red. It even looks like his hair got a little touch up as well. Definitely digging this one. We even have an all black Doctor Strange, and this recolor is the definition of sleek. Doc Strange is all blacked out, and now he's truly ready to carry the team. The Jade Maiden no skirt mod is back up and running, so now you can play your favorite strategist, all the while being a little bit more aerodynamic. Now we have some powerful ult replacer sounds for Bucky, Hela, and Magneto, and these ult replacer sounds are meant to make the ult feel a lot more powerful and fear.
Fear Magneto! Armed and dangerous! Double knockout! Now that's what I'm talking about!
Never stood a chance.
Unleash!
When I rise, they fall.
Double knockout! Now that's what I'm talking about!
So as you can see, it adds that little bit extra spice to their ult sounds. I was definitely scared. We have a pretty unique modded skin for Magik, and this character is Sybil from Pseudoregalia. So you have a new character replacing Magik with all of the custom things you can think of, but her ultimate form isn't left out either. So even this is looking pretty spicy. Starlord has another mod as well, and this one is called Pink Lion's Mane Starlord Retexture. So if you're trying to get the pink vibes for your Starlord, you have the option to do so. The Punisher is finally getting a little bit of love, and this one is called Punisher 2099 Edgy. This is basically a recolor of his skin to make him a little bit more edgy. So you can see he is now all nice and dark, which actually looks pretty cool. Peni Parker is now back in school with the Into the Spider-Verse Peni Parker mod. So now you have Peni Parker in her high school attire, as well as a custom model for her mech. This is based on Into the Spider-Verse, and this custom mech do be doing some custom things. It's definitely looking nice. We have SpeakerWoman Over LunaSnow, and for this mod you kind of get the whole shebang. So of course you're getting the reskin, you're getting a few of the icon changes, including a new spray as well as an avatar. But when you're in game and use certain abilities as well, you're able to hear a few new sound effects. I just can't show them for copyright purposes. We now have the Danny Rand skin for Iron Fist, and I have no idea, but is this actually Iron Fist? This gotta be him, but just with his classic costume or something. That or he has a twin. In either scenario though, this skin is pretty deep. We have Yesgyatt's Black Widow remesh, which is another mod that makes Black Widow aerodynamic. So you'll see that some proportions have been changed to make her battle ready. Susan Storm has gotten the same treatment from Yesgyatt, again making one of the best supports battle ready. But that's not it. Even Spider-Man himself has been amplified for combat purposes. Hey, yo. That wasn't it for Peter Quill though. He even has a pink recolor for his Guardians of the Galaxy skin as well, and it comes with the option to have the pink or the brown hair. So if you want to be pinkified, there you go. Now if you weren't a fan of the Omni-Man Iron Man, well, you can get the Optimus Prime Iron Man instead. And honestly, I think I prefer this one. This one is looking spicy. Plus it makes a little bit more sense since Optimus Prime can shoot them shots. We then have Bunny Suit LunaSnow, which does come in 3 different versions. So you can get some fishnet or thigh-high leggings, or the red one like you see right here. But we also have the Hatsune Luna 2099 skin, which turns LunaSnow into Miku Miku. So she has a new outfit equipped, as well as that iconic blue hair. There's even one for the default version as well, so you have another choice to choose from. We then have a series of beverages you can play as instead of your favorite character. So we have Pepsi replacing Psylocke. We have Mantis being replaced by ginger ale, which happens to be my favorite drink. The Ting is now a can of Fanta. Mr. Fantastic is now Mr. FANTAstic Fanta. That was kind of hard to say. The Hulk is now a can of Monster. But when you turn into the Hulk, it looks like you just bust out the can. Hela is a delicious can of Mountain Dew. Doctor Strange, you could have guessed, would be Dr. Pepper. And then we have Loki as a can of Sprite. So if you're feeling a little thirsty while you're playing Marvel Rivals, you definitely have a beverage to quench your thirst. Stewie Griffin is back in working order as well. So if you prefer this big head over Brian, here you go. Cloak and Dagger has a new skin called Thicc-Skimpy Dagger with gold recolor, which of course adjusts proportions to be more battle ready, as well as give her a new gold and black design. We have some cool monochrome skins, one for Adam Warlock, and yes, this looks really cool. I like it. We even have the same treatment for Loki as well. This man is monochromed out. We'll definitely be seeing some more of these pop up. We have Freddy as Squirrel Girl now, so if you want to be a terrifying animatronic bear with a slingshot, you can do as you wish. We finally have a working cloud replacer for Magik, so now you can play as Strife as you wield the Buster Sword. And no, there is no ultimate form, but you do get a pretty cool icon to play with as well, including the Lord form. Hey yo. Mantis got the same love as Peter Quill with the recolor of her Guardians of the Galaxy skin. So instead of blue and red, you now have that black and red design. Red Hood has come to replace the Winter Soldier, and I forget where this man is from. Looks like Batman, but I am definitely digging it. I'm also digging the new Master Chief as Punisher mod because it's an absolute perfect fit. Busting heads as Master Chief can't get any better. Mr. Richard as Long As You Need Read now has some competition, so I'd like to introduce you to muscular Adam Warlock. Adam finally reveals all that muscle he's been hiding, and hey yo, I didn't know this man was stacked. This mod replaces his default outfit as well as his alternate color version as well. But then if you get the muscular Adam Warlock MCU skin, you can get him looking jacked and stacked in this outfit as well. I see you, Adam. Also, Mr. Fantastic has the wedding skin brief version, and we all know weddings can get a little hot, so I can understand this fit. But now we have to talk about Magik because something happened. This mod is called Dark Whale Magik, and this mod basically plumps up Magik just a tad. This works for her punk outfit, including the ultimate form, which I was not expecting. Hey yo. But this also works for her default skin as well, and I gotta say there is quite a lot of detail in this. If we get a little bit closer, why does her face look so real? And then if you even look at the thighs, you have that realistic touch. This mod is actually pretty impressive. This also works for the alternate color scheme as well, and of course the ultimate version. And this plump ultimate version is now my new best friend. I mean, look at that, come on now. And even the tail is supersized. I didn't even notice Magik had hooves on this form. That's interesting.